I'm in Paris. What? At the start of the day, I was kind of unsure how to navigate my way around the metro, and it was stressing me out a bit. Turns out it's very easy, even though it's a bit overwhelming because there's so much going on. Took the train down to Notre Dame Cathedral, and then I went to the Shakespeare & Co. bookshop, and oh my god, it was so beautiful. I loved it so much. I got there just as it was opening. If I start a bookshop one day, that's the kind of bookshop I want to start. It's such a beautiful bookshop. I mean, I've heard about it for years. And it's right there, it's right there. The Louvre's too busy, so I'm gonna go back in the afternoon. So I'm heading to a different museum now. And then I went back to the Louvre this afternoon, and oh my god, there's so much stuff in that museum. It goes on and on and on and on. But it was cool, it was really cool. It definitely doesn't feel real. Like, I was standing there in front of the Mona Lisa thinking, my eyes aren't seeing this. You know, I must be dreaming or something. I must be watching a show. My eyes can't actually be seeing this. It's very weird. And then I just explored around for a while. Some parts of the Louvre are immensely crowded, and other parts you have entirely to yourself. We're off to the Palace of Versailles today. Got a tour of the private chambers, and then I just wandered around the palace for a while. It's very, very grand. And now I'm on my way to the Queen's Hamlet, if I can find it. It's taking like 30 minutes just to walk there. But anyway. So I was here, and instead of going this way, I've ended up going this way. That's okay. It was raining just before, but now it's not, which is great because I'm outside for a while. More walking. It's like 3 hours of walking at this point. 4, maybe 5. Oh, well. I'm in Paris, so I can't complain. Originally today, I wanted to go to the catacombs, but I didn't book far enough in advance and it's all sold out. So I thought instead I would just spend the day walking around Paris. Walk to the front of Moulin Rouge, and then the Arc de Triomphe, and a park near there, and then down and finish the Eiffel Tower. So I was walking along, and then I turned to the side, and I'm like, oh, I didn't realise that was there. And so I'm making a detour. My god, is it cold. I've been walking the streets for like the last hour. I've got my rain jacket and my hands on. But I just had a nice hot crepe from the little shop in the park. The sun's coming out. Please come out. Hopefully I'll get better as I do this more. This place is so cool. I walked from over there today. God, that's gracious. Okay, so I want to talk about the 5 days I've just spent in Paris, because there's a lot to talk about. But first, food. Oh my god, this place is so cute. So I just spent 5 days in Paris. I don't know, they were fine, they were good. Today is the story. And I'd been stressed over the last 2 days because I really wanted to go to the catacombs. The only time I could do it was just before my train left. And I've been having trouble with my train. But it's fine, I had a lovely morning and then went to the catacombs. A bit freaked out by it. I mean, I knew what I was expecting. It was a very interesting place, but it's a bit bleh. And then I hightailed it back to my hostel, grabbed all my stuff, and then getting on this train. I didn't have any issue. It was fine, no problem at all. But the stress. This was the first time I was using my Eurail pass, and it kept saying that I needed a seat reservation. I had to pay 12 euros for a seat reservation. I'd never done this before, and I couldn't work out how to get this bloody seat reservation. You couldn't do it online, they were telling you to go to the station. I went to the station, no one could really tell me an answer, and then someone was like, oh, you don't need a seat reservation. I was like, okay. I was trying to scan my ticket on my phone, and it was not working. And so one of the security guards looked at it. He was very confused, but he was like, oh, it seems like you should be on this train, and he just scanned me through. But then about halfway through the journey, these like ticket ladies came up and scanned my ticket again, and they were like, in French, and then they're just like, oh, it's fine, just have a good day. I was like, okay. But I think I was just so maybe overwhelmed and tired, but my like heartbeat throughout the entire journey, I was just like, something's gonna go wrong, you know, when you just have that anxiety and fear that like something, like I'm not gonna get to my Airbnb in Bayeux, it's just like something's gonna prevent me from getting there. Maybe cried a little bit just because my emotions were so like shaky. I got off the train. This is the most beautiful town. I think maybe because just the relief of getting off the train, but the air is clean and it's so quiet compared to Paris. And I was just walking towards this Airbnb. I was like, oh, the buildings are so cute and the little main street I'm on. And my day is completely turned around. Like I can't remember properly what I was feeling in that moment. Like 2 hours ago. It's literally gone. I think also I arrived in Paris on Thursday and the city's been rioting the entire time. So there's been trash everywhere and I think a very tense atmosphere as well. I love their desire to take up arms. Kind of cool, but also a bit intimidating when you are visiting. We'll see how things play out.